It's been all those years since Total Drama, and the cast was called back for one more go. Generation 1, the OGs, the Island cast, and the World Tour cast, of course. They were all brought back in order to participate in the Total Drama Island True Finale. Hello everyone, it's me, Demented Gasleak here, and as you can see here, there's some interesting titles for these. So all of the campers here are going to have to play through certain challenges that happened in the past. The past reboot seasons. So I guess they gotta deal with that now. Let me just go to this real quick. Don't turn off that video. How are you guys doing? You doing good? I'm glad to hear. For the people who said no, that's bad to hear. Anyway, I hope you're doing good, because you're about to see the Not So Happy Campers Part 2. The person who doesn't jump gets eliminated, but blatantly didn't know that and didn't jump, thinking, Ezekiel's here. So, if anything, he's just gonna get voted off. Then our teams are formed. We have Team Soul, Team Heart, and then Lindsay decides she would name her team Team Victory 2.0. The entire team groaned. They're screwed now. Congratulations, Lindsay. Anyway, meet the victims. First episode. Boop, boop, boop. So, in this episode, we have all three of the teams facing off with the usual blindfolded stuff. And on purpose, as you can see here, we've tried putting teams with characters that haven't really interacted before in order to get the proper amount of interactions with each people on the team. Ezekiel was kind of a free card because he didn't really have many interactions in the first place. Same thing for Eva, other than Lashana, but she and Lashana got put on the same team anyway. So, what you gotta do? And obviously, I'm pretty proud of this. I came up with this. I feel like I've forgotten some of the reasons for why I eliminate certain characters. But that sucks for me, I guess, because I wrote this a while ago. Yeah. So in Meet the Victims, we eliminate Duncan first. Team Heart loses, and Team Heart decides, who's the person that we hate the most? Well, surprisingly, it's not Ezekiel this time. In fact, Ezekiel has been rather pleasant ever since he got tons of help, lots of treatment, and is doing better now. He's still got the bite mark out of his ear. I just, I didn't want to make a whole new sprite. Obviously, all of them kind of would have upgrade designs, but I'm not going to get into that right now. So, Duncan is eliminated. Obviously, he's got Gwen and Courtney on the team, and that does not suit well for him. Next, we move on to Pirates of the Cabbagean. The team that wins here is going to be Team Victory 2.0. And the team that loses here is going to be Team Soul. However, it is a non-elimination challenge. We've moved on to Drowntown Abbey. The team that... Okay, hold on. The team that loses here is Team Heart, and they have to send someone home. Thinking about, they decide that Ezekiel was actually a pretty good teammate, and Gwen and Courtney talk to him and Owen, deciding the best person to eliminate here would probably be Beth, as she has been useless in the past couple of challenges. Thus, Beth was eliminated. And Gwen got to know Ezekiel better and kind of decide, hey, he's actually pretty nice once you get to know him. Maybe I should have given him a chance when he was still normal. Next we have Numbskull Island. Obviously a lot of stuff going on here, a lot of war games, and the team that loses here is Team Soul. And who do they decide to get rid of? Well, Jeff. The reasoning for Jeff is that he was kind of a slacker in this challenge and thought that hurting Bridget would be a little bit too much, and he got eliminated. Sorry, guys. Next we have Jurassic Fart, and in this one, Team Heart ends up losing, which is very sad, but I think we all know who needs to go. I'm just kidding, it's Owen. Owen's going to put Jurassic Fart together with Owen, and you have created a serious environmental hazard or a nuclear bomb. And that is deadly. We do not want that, guys. So they decide they're going to eliminate Owen, and good on them. It was the smartest move there. Next, we have the launch back of Notre Dame. And in this, the person they decide to eliminate is Sierra. The reasoning for this is because Sierra's obviously going to be dominant at the end of game, but at the same time, she's also, obsessed with Cody. She might go back on something and not go after Cody if she would need to in a challenge. Next we have the Pink Painter Strikes Again, which has the little Squid Game thing, and the team that loses here is Team Victory 2.0 with Ezekiel and Justin making it through to touch Chef's grandmother. Nobody on Team Victory 2.0 makes it, and the person they decide to eliminate is Alejandro. Alejandro has been a thorn in their side, and they know that they can't trust him, so they eliminate him as soon as they possibly could. Next we have Taking It to the Rim Reaper. Oh my lord, that is a name for an episode of a children's show. That's a name for sure. Who else want to take it to the Rim Reaper, am I right, guys? Good lord. Anybody want to rim my Reaper? Oh my god. Sorry. I hate myself. Anyway, so take it to the Rim Reaper. The team that loses here is going to be Team Victory 2.0. And it is a non-elimination. We made up to You Poor Saps, and in this one, the person that gets, or the team that loses is going to be Soul, Team Soul, and the person that's going to be booted is going to be Izzy. Now you might be wondering, why Izzy specifically? Well, I think that Izzy would be a hindrance in this challenge, as she acts crazy. I'm not gonna say she is crazy, but she acts crazy. And I feel like she'd be most likely the person to try to hug other people to try to get them all stuck together just for her own amusement, thinking that she'll find a way to make it back by merge. Hint, hint, this time she doesn't again. So next we've moved on to Choosing for Bruisin'. Hold on. That's weird. Okay. So for choosing for a bruising, everybody has to tell secrets about each other, or try not to get things wrong. And the person that gets eliminated here, or the team that loses, is Team Heart. And Katie is eliminated due to what question the final question was. It was about Sadie, and she got it wrong. Sadie was disgusted because it was something that, I don't know, I didn't come up with what exactly it would be. I'm thinking something birthday, no, she would know her birthday. Something like really deep from their childhood that like they should obviously know. Like what day did they become friends or something like that, and she doesn't know that, and they end up eliminating her because, if for all your talk about like, oh, you're the best friends, you're always together, you know everything about each other, that's kind of messed up. Next we've made to Ice to Beat You. Oop. And in Ice to Beat You, the person that gets eliminated here is Justin. Justin gets hurt a little bit and beat up a little bit while trying to manipulate the women on his team and women on other teams. But the boys end up running past him, that being Harold and Tyler, and they end up knocking him into a hole. However, Heather and Sadie didn't see it. Well, Harold and Tyler high five, knowing that, this is the perfect way to eliminate Justin, and so they do. Finally getting rid of that very manipulative person once and for all. Now we've made to merge. And here is your merge contestants. Oh, here, let me just boop. Here's your merge. Yippee! So now we have the wheel of, or the severe eggs and pains, my bad. Severe eggs and pains. What am I thinking? And if you can't tell, it's obviously, severe. And keep in mind, I want to mention again that this is the last time we'll be seeing these guys in a season together. So this is Severe Eggs and Pains. The person that ends up winning this challenge is going to be Eva, who's just really happy that, people kind of accepted her or whatever, and were pretty nice to her throughout this entire thing. And the person who is eliminated is Cody. People realize that Cody made it too far in past seasons without doing very much. And others thought that his social game was too powerful. So they eliminated him there. Next, they have the Wheel of Vomit. DJ was eliminated, not due to other contestants, but due to eliminating himself right as the final thing was brought out, and he said he couldn't take it anymore. Next we have Battlefield Earth. It's going to go around the same canon, except the person who is knocked into the beeswax this time is going to be Courtney, and Courtney is eliminated for playing too hard on this one and still failing. Next we've made it to the truth, the pole truth, and nothing but the truth. And in this one, Trent does the heroic thing that people thought Chase did, but this time he does it for real, thus getting himself eliminated. Next we've made it to Tortoise Rigor Mortis. Good lord, this is such a goofy-ass show. And this one, the person who is eliminated is Tyler due to medevac. He got attacked by a lot of stuff. We get a lot of, slapstick comedy, but by the end of the season, he's pretty much fine. Next, we move to Can You Believe It? And in this one, we get like 1v1s between all the characters. But Ezekiel faces women for the first couple, or faces men for the first couple rounds. And then once he gets into the final thing, he says that he can't hit a girl. And Heather started spreading the rumor that that's a sexist thing to do. Which, let's be real, it's kind of, but like, honestly, I feel like it's a little bit chivalrous. I mean, I believe in gender equality. If a woman hits, hit back. Just, if she hits you pretty lightly, then, or if she just gives you a slap, don't start a fight. Always be the one who stops the fight from happening in the first place. In general, don't get into unnecessary fights. And 2, if someone's trying to kill you, use any force necessary you need to get yourself out of that situation. Just putting that out there. Gender equality. I believe in it. But yeah. Ezekiel's eliminated there due to Heather spreading some rumors. Next we have Fun Fight at the OK Corral. And hey, look, Zeke made it pretty far. He doesn't need to go feral this time. In Fun Fight at the OK Corral, we get rid of Eva here. Why? Because Eva hasn't exactly made many friends, but the person who does win is Bridget. We move on to Holland and Ballin. And in this one, it is a non-elimination challenge. The person who does win, though, surprisingly, is Sadie. And then we have breaking up is hard to do, with the person winning being Lashana, and the person losing this being someone who's eliminated, is Sadie. Yeah, she just won the last one, but, she's had enough screen time. We've gotten all the screen time without Sadie, or without Katie, and she's had enough time to kind of stand out as her own character. Next we have Circling the Drain. For Circling the Drain, we have the final people here kind of just... I don't know how to say this. They kind of... Give me 1 second. My brain is like doing a restart right now. They have the little danger memory game, that sort of thing. However, though Lindsay remembers all the things about her teammates, which is her little growth moment, and Noah misses it, which is not his growth moment. As he's been working with Heather, by the way, I forgot to mention that. He's been working with Heather since the merge. Next, we've made it to K9 to 5. For K9 to 5, the person who wins is going to be Heather, and the person who is eliminated is Lindsay. Sorry, Lindsay. You didn't make good enough alliances with anybody. You were friends with too many people at once. But you didn't make a good enough alliance. Next, we've made it to Caved by the Bell. And in this one, we have Heather winning again, and the person who is eliminated is Harold. Harold is just not as liked as some of the other people here, and Noah is safe with Heather. Next, we made it to Off the Hook. For Off the Hook, the final the final five face off against their greatest fears, that sort of thing, and the person who is winning this is going to be Heather again, and they decide to eliminate Bridget. As Bridget goes beast mode on this challenge and decides that, you know, I made it this far and it's time to stop being so nice. Mr. Nice Guy comes out and completely fails due to not winning the challenge, but Heather winning. We've made it to Magma Cum Laude. And in this one, everybody gets a partner from the past. Here, let me just... Heather gets Cody. Actually, you know what? Heather gets Harold. Noah gets Cody. Lashana gets, let's see. Lashana gets Blanley. And Gwen gets Ezekiel. Yeah, we're getting some more Ezekiel moments in here. I know. But we got these guys right here. Oh my gosh, what a coincidence. It's my 3 favorite total drama male characters. Anyway, for no specific reason whatsoever. But the person who wins this challenge is going to be Lashana, and they decide to eliminate Noah here, as he was honestly this entire time being kind of obnoxious. I'm gonna say kind of obnoxious. I'm just gonna put these guys here for now. But he was being kind of obnoxious and making sure that the others were kind of viewing him as a threat for the future, which showed his ego getting the better of his own intelligence. Now we've made it to sore losers with the final 3. This time we got 2 canonical winners, and that's going to be Gwen and Heather, with Lashana getting 3rd place no matter what. But there's 2 different endings with Gwen and Heather. Now you might be wondering, wait, why, Demented Ghastly? Why are you doing that? They both won. Why would you do that? I think this would be the most symbolic way to end it off. The only thing that would be more symbolic would be, you know, Owen and Gwen, but I'm not going to do that. I think that having the villain turned anti-hero and the main protagonist of the entire series fighting off against each other, the 2 who have gone through the most amounts of seasons, the most amount of moments, the most amount of hardships, they should be the 2 that stay in here. Anyway, that was the final season of Total Drama. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you liked the moments that everybody had. If you want, go down to the comments, kind of comment some interactions that you think would be nice in this sort of season, because I'm sure they'll get these interactions after all their long episodes. But make sure to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, make sure to go outside, compliment someone's hair, and make the world a little bit of a better place. Bye-bye!